The weather is heating up in Ottawa. Looks a bit gray there, and the action is heating up inside here at the RA Centre. Let the playoffs begin. Round robin action is complete here at the U18 Canadian Championship. In just a few hours, we'll know which men's teams are moving through to the quarterfinals here in Ottawa. Hello, curling fans. Welcome back to continuing coverage of the U18 Canadian Championships here on Curling Canada Plus. I'm Darren McEwen alongside Andrew Denny, and we have Alberta 1, the number 6 ranked team after round robin play, versus the 11th ranked team in Ontario 2. Andrew, we have a young team from across town at the Rideau Curling Club who admit they're a bit surprised to make it all the way to a national championship in their first season together, and they're against an Alberta team out of the Crestwood Curling Centre, which includes a member of last year's U18 gold medal foursome. Should be a good one tonight.
Yeah, it could be a real clash of the Titans here, regardless of where they finish in the round-robin standings. Both these teams know how to ball, and I expect them to both come out swinging.
It is a single elimination on your way to the gold medal game. The winner of this would advance, as we said, to the quarterfinals. They'll be taking on Alberta 2 in Jackson Hebert. Loser drops down to the Consolation B event. And it will be Ontario 2 that will have hammer in this first end by virtue of some great draw to the buttons before the game. Saw Ontario 2 put one on the pin and another beside the button, and Andrew, it was Alberta coming up a little short, but also putting one right on the pin as well.
Yeah, the first one was covering the pin, really nicely done, had the boys fired up. Second rock may have just gone flat on him or something as it crossed the center line and didn't really have a chance to even hit the rings. That's life though, Darren, you move on.
You do. Sheet C here, Ontario 2 throwing the red stones, but to get us underway, throwing the yellow stones out of the Crestwood Curling Centre, it's lead Parker Harris.
Great delivery there from the lefty.
There's always one.
You know, it feels like there's a lot more at this particular championship than usual, to be honest.
Yeah, I think every game I've called, there's been at least one.
I mean, there are 21 male and 21 female teams here, so it's a lot of athletes.
Big field. We have 3 other games in action here across the 5 sheets of play tonight. On the sheet neighboring us is another round of 16 game between Nova Scotia and Northern Ontario 2, and we have Ontario 1. And no doubt some fans of this Ontario team are also keeping an eye on that. They're taking on Manitoba, and we'll keep you updated, but scores are available at curling.ca/scoreboard as we look at Cole O'Connor delivering his first stone of this round of 16 game.
No fear in this call. They're coming right around, even despite the fact that the Ontario 2 does have the hammer here on the first.
And it was Cole O'Connor who pinned his draw to the button before the game, and seems to have a good feel for draw weight to start this one.
Yeah, back of the forefoot, not an awful spot to be, but sure they would have loved that perfect, but you can't be perfect every time, Darren.
Alberta coming into this with a 4-2 record. Lost a tough one this morning, 7-5 to Newfoundland and Labrador's Simon Perry. That was here at the RA Centre. Had they won that game, they would have advanced right to the quarterfinals. So it was a really critical game for them this morning. But sometimes when you get to playoffs, it's just good to be on a roll, and you don't mind playing every game if you know you're going to be in the next one. But I'm sure that was a little bit disappointing for them not to have defeated Perry this morning.
Yeah, it's a good carrot to chase, no doubt. And when you don't end up getting the prize at the end of that stick, sometimes it can be a little demoralizing. But that's where the great coaching comes into play, and you can teach your team to roll with the punches and take the loss, learn something from it, and come back better.
Cole, in just his 3rd year of curling, his team from the Rideau Curling Club, 3-3 was their record so far this week in the round robin. They were in Pool A, coming out 11th ranked overall. and they won this morning, coming maybe with a bit of momentum. 5-4 win for them over Quebec. And most of their games, as we see Coles Rock just chip off the shot stone, most of their games, Andrew, were quite close ones for Ontario in this tournament so far.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of parity actually across the field. So many of these teams are very, very close in skill. So it seems like 1 or 2 shots seems to make the difference for a lot of these games and result in either a positive or a negative outcome, depending on your perspective.
Noah Mason Wood.
Another lefty.
Some great left-handed curlers out of Alberta. Mark Kennedy among them.
Maybe one of the best.
Hit and roll. Beautiful shot there by Noah.
Yeah, key on that shot is getting your shooter across. May have rolled a little far, but it's still a really great shot.
You're good. You're good.
So this is interesting, Andrew. We are seeing, this is actually Drew Zettler delivering his stone here. We're actually seeing a bit of a lineup change from the game we called earlier this week. You and I were calling the Ontario game. I believe they played Northern Ontario in the opener. And Drew was actually throwing third stones in that game. He's now throwing second stones for this game. Ty McCutcheon, who was the second, is sitting this game. And they've brought in, who's declared as their alternate, they've brought in Dylan Stockton, who's going to be throwing third stones.
Yeah, a little musical chairs here for Team Ontario 2, and maybe it's for fresh legs or somebody's not feeling so hot. Either way, always good to have an alternate on the bench that you can bring into the action.
Just to keep the commentators on their toes.
Yeah, it's a bit of a crapshoot sometimes up here, but we make it work as best we can. Good thing we got the good vantage point here in the first end. We can see everybody's name, so we'll relay that information to you as quickly as we know it.
Ty McCutcheon is here, was practicing with the team as well, so might have a 5-person rotation in this team that's quite regular. They actually are, they basically said they're a team that's thrown together to get to this point this season. They only had 1 game before they played their provincial championships, and worked out pretty well to find your way all the way to the top 16 in the country.
Yeah, not too bad at all, I would say. Nice work, fellas. Keep it up.
Drew Zettler with a run-back attempt.
You're going to be moving a lot of granite with this one.
Just get the 1 and keep his shooter.
I think that rock was burnt.
I think so, by the way it reacted.
Yeah, I don't think that was going too far.
I'm not sure if we'll have a replay on that, but
Like he was hitting like 3/4.
here we go.
And someone's broom head maybe stayed in the way. Oh yeah, that'll do it.
I saw that happen at a 2013 Scotties final. None other than Lisa Weigel got her broom jammed in between 2 rocks. A rock wobbling at the K-Rock Center in Kingston.
You're never going to let Lisa live that one down, are you?
That was the Scotties final. But good sportsmanship there. Both teams are deciding on where that rock was likely going to end up.
I think they got it right, too. It was going to catch it pretty thick. The shooter was definitely going to stick around. So.
Speaking of national champions, here's one here. Lucas Salwiak won this event last year. Zach Davies was a skip. Sorry, Andrew.
No, I was going to say Alberta dominated this event last year. On the ladies' side, it was Mila Plett who ran the table, and she made it look easy. And I tell you, the strength coming out of Alberta is second to none.
And Alberta with the pressure early in this one.
Yeah, that hit and roll earlier in the end really looming large, and Ontario's inability to really jockey their stones into better spots. It's not that they've missed, it's just that they haven't been perfect, and Alberta's really applying a lot of pressure with some good shot making.
And here is Dylan Stockton. He'll get this single peel, nudging over the other Ontario stone as well.
Opens up the draw path a little bit now as well on the clockwise side, so you don't mind touching your own stone over a hair.
Dylan listed as the alternate for the team. Should give a shout out to the Alberta alternate, Rhett Whitmire.
Line's good. Line's good. Just over. Line's good.
Tough job being an alternate. Watching rocks. You know, keeping the rock book, keeping your team motivated. Some teams will make the alternate carry the brooms. I wouldn't do it. That's just me.
Nice throw.
Some good stories too at this level of teams bringing in. I'm sure most of them don't play with a 5-person rotation at U18s for most of the season, but a lot of them bringing. There we see Rhett. A lot of them bringing alternates that they maybe competed against at provincials or runner-up. Beauty of this event too, of course, is that most of the provinces get to send 2 entries. So it gives another chance for a young athlete to experience a national championship.
Yeah, so important to come and play at these kinds of events as far as the development of youth curling goes. And it's fantastic stuff. Rhett looks locked in, by the way. He was chewing some of that gum. Maybe I'm going to ask him for some at the break.
Nice high.
Taking notes.
Yeah. Make it.
Yeah, they got the books out. There's always something that you can be doing to help your team, no matter what.
Okay.
Just make sure you're okay. Yeah, just make sure you're okay.
Okay. Make it.
Let's make it.
Peter Lushak. Alberta 1 skip. Talked about how dominant Alberta is right now, and this event, the winner of this will, well, one of the winners of the events out here will actually take on another Alberta team, Alberta 2, which qualified directly into the quarterfinals. Wishing this one to sit right on the logo.
Pretty nice result.
Try to make that.
Not easy to throw those long guards, especially in the first end, and Alberta's making it look real simple right now. Plenty of curl in this sheet, though, if Ontario ever wanted to try and attack the file in the forefoot. Not sure there's anything terribly productive that can be done in there, but the option does exist if you ever wanted to change some angles up. Perhaps too little too late as we're already on to skip stones.
Actually split the line on his second one, and I'll have the pick. I actually might be able to see it now, but I'm not drawing, so might as well try something. Like I have the draw to cut them down, but
Owen Nichols with his pre-shot routine showed a tremendous amount of poise, I should say, in that opening game. As the persona of at least a veteran of this event, I'd say.
Yeah, it's wild how composed some of these kids are.
He's got 1, 2, almost clips the shot stone as well, but does open it up a bit for Ontario.
That would have been something if they had caught that stone that's sitting on the button. Ooh, missed by an inch, missed by a mile. Still a good result for Ontario.
Halfway tight.
Pressure's still on. Alberta's still going to be able to really dictate their opposition's next shot here with rock placement on this one.
Yeah.
about a 16-5, 17.
Okay, I'll give you just a hair more.
You have to wonder too, Andrew. Alberta, as we mentioned, losing that game this morning here to Newfoundland and Labrador. It was actually on this same sheet, and Alberta was throwing yellow stones in that game. So there might be a bit of an advantage for Alberta. Of course, completely random, the sheet assignments, but it is really interesting to see that they are throwing the same stones, same sheet.
Yeah, I haven't seen too many bad rocks on this sheet in particular this week. There's some brand new rocks here at the RA Center, so I know the ice techs have been taking good care of them.
Props to Bill Duck, chief ice technician for this event, backed up, of course, by Rick Allen, who's both very, very talented ice technicians. Rick actually does the ice over at the Ottawa Curling Club and the Rideau Curling Club, the home of this U18 Ontario 2 team.
Yeah, they've got this arena surface just humming.
So here now Owen needs to make the draw, cold draw basically, to score. Very difficult shot, but it is there to try and at least cut them down if they can.
Yeah, difficult to get shot stone here. But steal of one's not the end of the world. And regardless, if you give up a steal of two, sometimes you just got to convince yourself that the other team had a hammer in the first end and you move on.
Yeah. Seen some big ends this week, so lots of opportunity either way. Facing two on his last, Owen Nichols will attempt to cover that pin.
Top foot. Whoa, straight. Whoa.
15-3 I got on the time on that, Andrew, so that should be awfully close.
Yeah, line's looking real good, too.
Does he got it? He's got it to cut them down. Does he get shot rock? Almost. What a great shot. Regardless, Owen Nichols will hold Alberta to a single, so a win-win, I would say, for both teams in that opening frame here at the U18 round of 16. Join us after the break.
This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family. This is what I've been training for. And all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
The Men of Curling calendar is back for 2024. 18 curling athletes from 4 different nations are raising money for various charities. Support them by purchasing yours today at curlingcares.com.
Don't forget your brooms.
Yep, you got it.
Come on up. Okay, well, what do you got? You got one, you got two, you got...
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
If the first end is any indication, we are in for a great playoff matchup here tonight. Alberta 1 taking on Ontario 2, and it was Owen Nichols facing 2 Alberta counters on his last. Gets to the back of the button only to give up 1, and so it's a steal of 1 for Alberta to start. Darren McCune alongside Andrew Denny as we continue this exciting afternoon here at the RA Center in the U18 Championships.
Yeah, heck of a shot there by Mr. Nichols on his final stone. I don't think you could make that shot any better. That's a 4 out of 4 in my books.
Two. A little bit.
I have to correct something we said earlier. Round of 16. It's round of 12.
Yeah, that's my fault, Darren. I gave you bad intel there, so that's on me. You can send your complaint emails to my inbox, and I will accept them.
So it's the top 4 teams advanced right to the quarterfinals on both the men's and the women's side, and then we have 8 that are playing off in this round here, which we'll revised to round of 12. We have the 3 of the games happening here at the RA Center. The 4th game is happening over at the Ottawa Hunt and Golf Club, and that is Quebec 1 versus Saskatchewan 2. You can find the scores for all those games at curling.ca/scoreboard as we see Alberta throw up the center guard.
16-8, good sweep.
Yeah, really nice center guard there. Alberta having a really nice game so far as matching their stones go. Not easy to do to line those up as perfectly as they are, and yet they are.
But a chance here for Ontario's Cole O'Connor to lock it on to shot rock if he can get to the button.
Back in. Whoa. Close.
This one looks very nice.
Might actually end up over curling a smidge. Oh, pretty good.
See the coaches there at the back. Sierra Sutherland coaching Team Ontario 2. And the Alberta coach is Reg Reinhardt.
Yeah, the Sierra, a younger coach, one of the youngest coaches in the field, it would look like. And she's doing a bang-up job keeping her Ontario 2 team in working order.
She was an Ontario U18 champion herself. So it can often be very beneficial to have a coach that you can really relate with. She's a little closer to age these kids than some of the other ones. Certainly a different dynamic on every team, but you see a lot of dads and moms coaching various athletes out here as well.
Can't bounce this. Rubbed off a smidge.
Good try.
What do you think for me? I know he just threw a...
Still a decent result there for Alberta. They just would have loved to have been locked on the corner. Constant pursuit of perfection in this game can drive you mad.
Drew Zettler, interestingly enough, he actually used to play with Team Atherton, a Nova Scotia team, a U18 team that is right next door in the round of 12. They're trailing Northern Ontario 2-0 right now. Admitted before the event, it's a little strange being in an event playing against your competitors, especially at a young age. Great shot by Drew.
Nice.
That's a beauty. That little tap is going to benefit Ontario in the long run, too. It looks like there is a tricky sort of double, but you wouldn't throw enough weight at it to lose everything anyway. So Hushek wise to be calling just a heavy tap on this one. A heavy draw tap, I should say. And rearrange the angles here in the forefoot.
Noah, the grade 12 student, working part-time over at the Crestwood Curling Club as an ice maker technician, so someone that knows how to read ice, or at least make ice very well. It's got to be an advantage.
Oh, big time, Darren. And I mean, I feel like a lot of, reading through these player bios, a lot of players are involved in their clubs on a volunteer basis or in an ice tech basis as well. That's a miss there, unfortunately.
Better end shaping up here for Ontario 2. They're sitting 2.
Yeah, they talked about maybe using that corner guard. I don't hate that. It just, the odds of you cashing it at this point are starting to look slimmer and slimmer as the end progresses. So Ontario 2 is going to continue to be aggressive and play around the center line. T's a little heavy. I'd rather that just a hair higher. Swinging for line, just barely by the cart.
Great shot.
Yeah, nice result there. Short run back definitely there for the double.
One more, just a hair roll.
So close to perfect. Now this is not exactly a layup shot either. This is a tough shot, so you got to be happy with that result if you're Ontario too.
Lucas, we talked about his gold medal that he has. He also is a grade 12 honor student all throughout his high school career. This one looks like it's over curling, Andrew.
Yeah, it's going to cross the nose and just be a straight peel. That's the miss that Ontario needed to be able to cash maybe some extra points here. The difference between running a red guard and a yellow guard is substantial in this situation.
You can never make a stone, well, for the most part, you can never make a stone better when it's behind the tee line, and that's where all those Alberta stones are right now without hammer.
Spring-loaded for the double on the Ontario stones in the forefoot, however, so Alberta still can get out of trouble here.
2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Whoa. Let it die. 3, let it die.
let it die. That's okay.
Rock stops the number 3 guard.
Takes away that double unless you're playing the run, which looks like Lushak is looking at right now.
Yeah, better to be on that side of the pile than on the left-hand side of your screen.
Has he got anything in the house? Just a little bit, but not enough to move the stones out of the 4-foot. It looks like, though, he has pushed the Ontario stone to perhaps 4th shot.
They can't draw anymore. They have to tap.
Yeah,
yes.
Not a perfect result for Alberta, but it is better. It looks like we're going to get coaches interaction here.
Let's listen in as we have Sierra out there with Owen.
Do you want to put another one in there and just tap it to frozen? And if anything, stay on the center line side?
Like the shooter on the center line? I
Like just bump it 2 inches. If he tries to blast, then, you know, that yellow's helping us right now. We don't need to move it quite yet.
I'm just scared of them playing that. They probably.
Yeah, but if you're low side, it's not leaving, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
So just T-lines, like you can even freeze to it and just line it up. Yeah, nose, a little low is better than high because then he can make the roll behind. You know what I mean? Like more on center line side. If you bump it 2 inches, it's okay.
Coach Sierra Sutherland with our first coach interaction of the game. If you're new to watching U18 coverage, each team is entitled to 1 coach interaction per end. Both coaches can come out to converse with their team. It's anywhere between 5 to 60 seconds they're permitted. Time clocks do not stop, and it's a great it's a great addition to this event, as well as the U21, Andrew, where the coaches can interact with the players on strategy. They also get 45 seconds between every end as well.
Yeah, it's been a massively popular rule change that was implemented last year in Timmins, and speaking to coaches and players about what they think of the changes, nothing but positive feedback all around the board.
I thought we'd see more of it, and I've been impressed by the times that the athletes have called it. What a great shot there by Dylan Stockton.
That's dead perfect. Sierra was right in her wisdom to say that we don't need to move that yellow stone yet. We can actually just make our fortunes in the 4-foot a little bit better with that tap, and if you stay on the center line side, that rock's not going anywhere, and it is locked.
So all sorts of trouble here for Alberta without Hammer. Off to a good start in the first end, but facing a few Ontario counters right now with their stone precariously sitting at the back of the 4-foot.
Yeah, not a game of misses yet. It's just so far a game of fully made shots versus 5/8 made shots, and that's kind of how curling goes when you're at this elite level.
Yeah, it's right. That's right here.
Peter Lushak, grade 11 student in Spruce Grove.
Shout out Spruce Grove.
Diving towards this top yellow.
Diving is putting it lightly, Darren.
Harris on the sweep trying to get it by. Looks like they're by. Great sweep by Harris. And look at this result, Andrew. Wow.
That's fantastic.
It's a skip stool to start in this one. Ontario 2 still sitting shot, but a fantastic shot by Peter Lushak to get his team out of a lot of trouble here in the second end.
Ice cold line call too, right through both of those ports. Oh man, that is dandy.
Yes, because this will go over top of that.
Still a chance for Ontario 2 to get rid of potentially second shot.
I want to hit this one first.
Yeah, great gut check moment there for Team Alberta. Definitely are going to breathe a little sigh of relief. Not out of the woods just yet, but the odds of you giving up 3 or 4 have gone down substantially.
I think so. I gave you here. Oh shit.
You like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yours stayed out here for a bit.
Yeah, I saw it. Well, wait, are we throwing at this?
T-line, yeah. T-line? What's that? T-line?
Front end just confirming Owen's weight call that
Yeah.
it's basically just a draw.
But I want to hit this one. I want to tap this one more onto the yellow rather than straight back. Like straight back's okay.
A real setup shot here.
So same side the one just like. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the backboard built up. You may as well use it. You keep this rock on the high side of nose there, and you're going to be happy with the result.
Owen Nichols, he's a first-year Carleton University psychology student.
Right up the road.
Yes.
Close on the curl.
Back foot.
Cole O'Connor on the sweep trying to make this one curl.
That's okay.
Look at the bump, just crosses the face of that Yellowstone, but is frozen.
Maybe just a fraction too thin, and we're talking literally a fraction. Maybe a quarter inch more curl, and it's much better result. Just kind of crosses the nose of that Yellowstone.
So there's only shot for like a ton of if he does.
So we talked about Ontario 2's call to coaches interaction already. Alberta still has an opportunity to call one if they'd like this end.
Nose with like same weight? Yeah. Or like control. I was thinking control. I don't mind that. That's pretty good. Yeah, timeout.
And there it is, the coach interaction, and we'll get a listen in here to Reg.
He shot.
Yeah, he shot.
That shot. Yeah. They shot.
Yeah.
Just one.
Yeah. I don't mind nosing the 6. They guarded
You mean with a hit.
Yeah. Should squeak in.
6 on the left side, and what's it going to do? It's going to open things back up.
It'll give a shot too.
All right, wow.
And it's going to be a tough double. You're going to be playing a slash double.
If he moves that 6, it's going to take out that back three.
No, I don't think so. The three one won't go very far.
You're talking the one on the left side of the center line?
Yeah.
And you're talking just tab?
No, we're thinking like control. Kill that red.
Well, where's it going to go? You don't think it's going to come back on this yellow?
It's going to move it, but I always move it far.
But then they come down and they play the double more, and then both your yellows are gone.
It's hitting this one first and we're losing on scoochie.
Yeah, and then they come down and they just play that other yellow and you're done.
Well, what do you hear?
Freeze. I think just come down and come sit in the pocket.
I just don't know if we get that. You can try an interns in the pocket.
Giving up one's not bad.
I don't think interns. I think it's always the outturn.
So Reg's final words, giving up one isn't bad here. That's the voice of a veteran coach. He's coached for 25 years, been to 18 provincial championships as a coach, was in the final 5 times. 4 of those were silver, and of course 1 gold here with this team. So an experienced person to have behind your bench.
Nice to finally win it, too.
Yeah.
4 heartbreakers, and then you hang that gold medal in your trophy cabinet. Yeah, that looks good.
They've killed this. Yeah. Kill this, it'll kill everyone.
Team's still not all in on the freeze.
I'm not sure it's there, Darren.
And we saw his... Yeah, it seems like they're going to play a little bit more weight.
Light is definitely not ideal. But yeah. Just rock ain't no nick at all. Yeah. Just kind of edgeless. Yeah. Like sure? Yeah.
Really tough situation. There's a lot of moving parts. Ideally, Alberta wants to sit in that pocket. I mean, I'll throw it up here real quick. Right there, that's perfect for them, but how do you get there? And the freeze doesn't look like it exists, and if you throw weight, you're rearranging the pile.
For light, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, you're going to be about 14.5.
A little heavy is not terrible either. We catch someone a little thick.
Same weight?
No, definitely not 14.5. It's like 15.
15 is what they're calling, and I think we had a T-line shot 15-3, so that should be close to T-line. Threw a beauty on his first, but I'd like to follow this up with a strong one as well. Peter Lushak, the skip from Alberta 1. Harris now trying to make this go straight to get through that, into that pocket. And I think Alberta might now be shot. That one at the back right of the button.
Sure looks like it, Darren. That is close, however. It's a great shot.
Touches both the red stones.
Yeah, steady back 4 weight. Took care of the job there.
This stays here. This one hits off this and goes off that.
There, a good look at it from our IKS Live crew. You can see the number 7 Ontario stone looks to be shot.
Yeah, I think Ontario is a shot for a bundle here. If you touch that 4, that red 4 on the top right-hand side of your screen first, with plenty of weight, the 7 goes off the 6, might catch the 3 on the way by. Shooter rolls, catches the yellow 8.
Buckle up.
Yeah, this could be interesting.
We know he can throw the big weight. We saw an opening draw action here last Sunday. Owen with a lot of high weight shots accurately. See Peter Lushak look to the sky. And we'll just have to watch and see what happens with this final stone for the Ontario 2 skip. Looking to put a multiple on the board. How many could it be?
Pushed it back out.
And it certainly is one Ontario 2. And I'm not a betting person, but I think, Andrew, that is yellow his second shot.
Yeah, I'm not a gambler, but I think you're right in your approximation. Now, tough to tell. We're in the booth. Can't really get the best angle.
Yeah, we'll get a measure here, I believe. The Curling Canada umpires will come out and measure this one. So if you're Alberta, you're breathing a sigh of relief there. Was a chance for maybe a 2-ender or more.
Yeah, tough throw there for Nichols. It just slid a little tight. Got it back out there on the release and just, I think he hit the wrong stone first. I think he hit the yellow stone first. He was trying to hit his own red first.
So we talked about the coaches' interactions and that 45 seconds between ends. They'll actually get a little bit more now that there's a measure. But it's a good chance for coaches to talk about broader strategy, broader things that are going on the ice reading, that sort of thing. And we had Leslie Ann Walsh in the booth here. I think you've had Maurice Wilson as well. Coach mentors for these coaches here at U18s, and they really praise those interactions as being so valuable at this level, where maybe athletes get down on themselves or they get too excited, and this is a chance to really regroup as a 5 or 6 group out there on the ice.
Yeah, you always got to remember that this is a development event, and these are under 18-year-old athletes, so really good to promote this kind of interaction, and that way you know that no learning opportunity is being squandered.
Umpire just confirming if this was for the first or second point, so this would be for the second Ontario point if it were to be red. See that dial moves over to about I don't know what those numbers are, but we'll call it 1. And
red by a mile.
It is red, so it's a 2-point end for Ontario, and they'll go up 2-1 after 2 ends here at the RA Centre in the U18 Canadian Championships. We'll be back after the break.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
Stay with it. Just cute. Stay with it, Quilts. What do you got? You got one, you got two, you got there it is in the game.
Time to go home, kiddo.
Just one more throw, please.
Thank you for making moments like these possible.
Plenty of excitement as we start this third end here at the RA Center in the round of 12 at the U18 Men's Championship. Darren McEwen alongside Andrew Denny this Thursday evening here in Ottawa. And it was a measure and a successful one for Ontario, picking up 2 points there last end, Andrew.
Yeah, certainly a situation where Ontario looked like they might have had a fireworks show on their hand, but they elect for a bottle rocket instead. And I guarantee you they're happy with a deuce, and you'll move on to the third end and try your fortunes there.
Talked about these young athletes being involved in their curling club. Cole O'Connor's actually involved in curling off the ice as a rocks and rings instructor in the Barrie area. This Ontario teams from all over the province. Cole's from the Barrie region, just north of Toronto.
Great city. Amazing how many of these athletes are involved in sport, the sport of curling especially, in off-ice capacities as well, whether it be through employment opportunities in local facilities or, like you said, being involved in the Rocks and Rings program, which is a fantastic program.
And there's another one there, Parker Harris. He's a starting pitcher and first baseman for the AA Parkland Twins.
Wow, pitcher, first baseman.
Yeah.
Now, there's a combination. Is he a lefty?
I'm not sure.
He is a lefty. That's why he's a pitcher, first baseman, guaranteed.
A lefty in curling. Andrew, a big baseball fan.
I enjoy the finer things in life.
Curling among them?
Curling definitely among them.
Yep. Hasn't changed yet. You two in practice this week.
Just top eight.
Can make a little baseball team out of this sheet. Drew, actually, in the hack here, is a provincial and Atlantic champion. We talked about him moving over from Nova Scotia. He's 5th place at nationals for baseball a couple years ago. So
nice. Yeah, multi-sport athletes not uncommon in curling, especially with the seasonality of the game. Baseball lines up really well with it. So
there is a lot of baseball players in both the men's and women's of this event. It seems like when you get older, it's golf and curling, but it seems at the younger age, it's baseball and curling or softball. His rock will come a little bit light. Ontario with 2 center guards, and Alberta has one buried in the top 4 foot.
Yeah, tough result there for Ontario too. Definitely not what they wanted, but it'll put them behind the 8 ball. Thankfully, they've got 5 rocks left in this end to get busy with.
Noah's a football player himself, plays soccer competitively as well. Also enjoys Lego, so we have that in common.
Lego never stops being fun.
It's really made a resurgence.
That's true. Some of those sets online are going for much more than I remember.
But his rock will just chip off the center guard, but it will spin all the way to a biter.
Interesting there, too, that Alberta's stone over-curled as well, even though it had substantially more weight. So maybe that spot, now that it's broken in, deciding it wants to curl a little bit more, but we'll keep an eye on it as this game progresses.
Ontario fans tuning in and maybe wanting an update on their other team in this event, the Ontario 1. Team McTavish is up 3-0 on Manitoba right now on sheet A. Touches a lot of granite.
Yeah, it didn't really improve his fortunes, however. Shooter stays right there and then jams on the existing Alberta stone. So a little color swapping, but that's about it.
Okay. Top 8. White's okay.
It's not dire for Ontario, too. It's just Alberta now firmly in control and can place their second potential scoring point anywhere they want, essentially. Well, 8 foot or better, let's say, for the sake of logistics, semantics. This looks narrow. It'll be a beast of a sweep if they can get by those guards. Oh, man, that is good stuff.
17-2.
The depth of youth curling in both of these provinces very strong. We talked about Ontario won over in the other round of 12 games, and already mentioned Alberta 2 is through to the quarterfinals. On the women's side, it's Ontario 2 and Ontario 1, both advancing as top 4 places, and they're right into the quarterfinals. And then the Alberta women number 1 are also through the quarterfinals, and Alberta 2 on the women's side are into the round of 12. So all 4 of their entries making the playoffs here. We also have the seeding game, so of the teams that don't advance to the top 12, they do play 2 seeding games, which I think is a great element for this. It obviously helps with the seeding for next year, determines it for next year. But for the teams that maybe didn't make the playoffs, it's a chance to get some more games in and learn from it, especially in a venue like this, Andrew, that is basically an arena venue with arena ice. Any sort of reps on this is going to help you later in your career.
Yeah, and some of these teams sat on an airplane for in excess of 6 hours just to be here in Ottawa, right? So even though you're technically eliminated from gold medal contention, doesn't mean you have to be eliminated from any of the learning opportunities that can exist from them. Look at this shot.
Great shot by Dylan Stockton. Does he manages to sit 2 after that? Doesn't lose the back Alberta stone, but it's a good result nonetheless.
Yeah, fantastic. And going back to that point, you know, you make the travel, you take the time away from your lives and your studies and your commitments, and you want to make sure that it's worth it for these teams to continue to be here. And introducing the seeding pool and the seeding allocation allows for a lot of these teams to get more reps, play in potentially low-pressure environments, and continue to develop. And at the end of the day, this is a U18 event. It's about developing youth athletes.
Harris trying to keep that straight. Will they make the double the other way? Not quite, but they are shot stone after that quiet weight hit.
Yeah, right idea to try and roll big to the other side, and you can make that little double on the way, but just over curls a smidge. It's a wide open stone here for Ontario too, and if they can make this roll back, it's looking like a force situation all day. On the inside. Oh, yeah.
Well, that is lost.
You're going to need a bucket of Drano to get that rock out of there. Still plenty of room for Alberta to draw here, however, so if they're going to get there too, it's probably going to be with skip stones, and well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Grade 12 student Lucas needs a key shot here in this third end.
Yeah, if you make this good, you're really going to take some wind out of the sails out of Ontario.
Looks a little light.
Yeah, pulls up a bit light. 15.6 is just a couple feet short of the intended spot.
You can also come this way.
I don't know about that.
No?
Yeah, that port on the right-hand side of your screen there, draw-wise, is no picnic because of how much curl we're getting in this particular sheet of ice. It looks good on club ice where you get maybe 3.5 feet, ample room, but here at the RA Center this week, much trickier.
How we get here?
We're shot. It's hard.
I mean, do you ever go here?
Interaction. So you want to play.
Do you ever go here?
So we get a coach interaction here, another chance to listen into Sierra.
It's just really hard. This path is really hard.
I think you should probably play this way and go top 4. Make him play that path again, and then worst case, you just play the same shot you freeze, or you have your. Like I don't know if that's really there unless you're heavy and you're back 4, and that's not great.
Do you
for
like
us.
this then?
I don't mind that. It's up to you, whatever you're seeing better. Yeah.
What do you think in like edge 12? Or
Probably and positive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just make sure we're top 8. We don't want to be back.
Taking a bit more. Even.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go stand at the hog line with your broom.
Andrew's on that side too. So. Like here.
I really like the way Sierra communicates. Very concise.
They try to put a top 4. I honestly don't think this path this year.
Infamous chants of Ontario across the arena. That's actually for the neighboring team there. I believe the Ontario 1 just picked up another steal to go ahead 4-0 in their game against Ryland Campbell of the Altona Curling Club in Manitoba. But in our feature there, Dylan Stockton holds the broom for Owen Nichols as he looks to add to the pressure on Alberta.
Going real wide here.
Whoa, just let it work.
You can see that extra positive rotation.
Way out there.
Starting to come back now. You just don't want to be too deep.
Did they leave something here for Alberta, Andrew?
Oh, yeah.
You could try for it. Like,
Is it perfect? No, but
yeah, that's really
it's there.
Like that. Like firm? Yeah.
Yeah, in that case, probably would have been better just to leave that short of the house.
Yep, unless you're dead buried, you don't want to be anywhere in the house on that kind of shot. They know it. The boys are talking to each other right now, going, whoops.
Straight hit and roll is fine too. But
I want to leave a shot, any opening for this strong team from Alberta here, and this is a chance for Peter Lushak to get out of this end.
This is a simple, well, I shouldn't say, there's no such thing as a simple shot, but this is a fairly simple shot. So you can expect this one to be close.
On it early. I think it's over curled on them.
Wow, that's a ton of curl.
Oh, didn't get the double either at the back, so.
Looks like he slid a little wide of the broom.
She quit. Okay.
But,
we're counting 1, I think.
yeah, tricky. Kind of tough luck there for Alberta to let Ontario off the hook like that.
Or do we just guard that?
I honestly don't mind guarding. He's going to throw out again. So, if we guard, he throws out again. I don't mind getting that. I don't mind getting that again.
I like that.
And yeah, the situation on the right-hand side of your screen at home there, because that rock has moved up an extra width, or length, I guess, in this particular situation. The hit and roll in off it is no longer for shot stone, for a single, right? So Ontario with a great guard here can potentially be looming for a steal of 2. He would have an angle tap on the one on the 12-foot on the right-hand side. So always options, just, you know, you'd rather something a little more cozy.
Okay, that's fine. It's still towards you. It's like a 2, 1.5. Yeah, guard.
Has a different pair of curling socks for every game. And right now he's trying to put on his steel socks.
It's a lot of socks.
It is. Wonder if he had to go out and buy more or if he planned ahead for this. I guess he doesn't have to go far as a student here across the river at the Carleton campus.
And he's probably at the Walmart across the road more often than anybody in this building.
So plugs the hole here.
Maybe. It'll be close. So you'll be able to scooch down? Yeah, thin half. Should get it. Okay, same thing.
So a chance to see that same line for Peter.
Yeah, they're going to try and throw it. They're going to try and have the shooter actually spin down off the red to be shot stone. I'm not 100% convinced it's there. You got to catch that yellow. Thick enough to roll, but thin enough to catch it on the side and spin down. But if you make this, though, it's only a steal of 1. Yeah, if you make it perfect and you get your single and you go, hey, great shot.
I knew there'd be a golfer out here somewhere, Andrew, and he's a men's amateur golf champion. Competed at the World Junior Golf Championships, Peter did. But right now, it's all curling for him. Is he got it? What a great shot.
Yeah, it comes right down. That's a beauty.
And that is a great shot, and you heard the Ontario front end acknowledge it as well. Some good sportsmanship there, and it's a 2-2 tie as we head to the fourth end of this round of 12 game from the RA Centre in Ottawa.
It's a beautiful blend of strategy, skill, and creativity. Curling. But it's our people that make us great. We're a mosaic of countless experiences. We communicate and collaborate. We value new ideas and different perspectives. We learn from our past and from our future. We may even disagree sometimes, but it's in our differences that we can see our strengths. The beauty of our sport is reflected in our people and our values. Regardless of your ethnicity or gender, your abilities, your stage in life, your beliefs, or who you love. The rocks and the ice don't discriminate. And as curlers, we won't either. We will be the change that we want to see in the world. Curling is a place for everyone.
Welcome back, and great play continues here, especially by key shots from both skips so far in the first half of this game, Andrew.
Yeah. Peter Lushak saw it, drew it up, and made it perfect. From here in the booth, it didn't look like those angles were favorable enough to have that rock actually come down and score a single point, but he sees him better than anyone when you're standing on top of him at the far end, so great job, Peter.
We are playing with the no-tick rule in this event, so props to Parker Harris, the Alberta lead, for putting his first one on the center line. It can't be ticked off, and Cole looks like he will avoid it, so no foul there.
It's got to stop. Seen that happen a lot so far, Darren. Those opening salvos, aggressive shots just slipping into the back of the house here on lead stones.
Might be a little bit faster, or they're just getting a little bit full. It is, we talked off the very top, it is warmer in the building tonight, I think, and certainly warmer outside here in Ottawa. It's getting warmer as the day and night goes on. It's supposed to get up to 8 degrees tomorrow and Saturday, and some rain tomorrow, so it should be fun for the ice makers. We have a crowd of a few hundred a day that are through the building, and they bring in moisture with them, so interesting to see how the ice will hold up. No doubt Bill and Rick will do a great job of maintaining it, but it might be adjusting, or it might be changing as we go.
Yeah, it's been unseasonably warm here all week as well. I mean, I say that as, it was -8 earlier this week, but if we're getting up to +8 degrees, that's going to change the composition. But Bill and Rick, they're wizards. I'm not worried about them.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing, I think, more so is for the families and some of these athletes who maybe wanted to experience a bit more of winterlude in their downtime. It's waterlude this weekend.
Yeah, that's not ideal, but still plenty to do in Ottawa. You can always go walk around, go see Spark Street, go to the Parliament buildings, watch the light show, do some shopping.
See Coles Rock slides out the back of the house.
Light's really good, actually.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Freezing orange is pretty good too. Light's okay.
Y'all take it there.
Great opportunity here, however. Alberta can lay two without hammer. And that center line guard is a peach, so you want to make use of it. Although this rock's on a collision course with it as of present.
Hard, you gotta go. Really gotta go. Leave the yellows. Okay. He's just dumping his out turns every time. He just dumped it.
So you heard Peter let the sweepers know to communicate to Noah that he was just dumping his out turns.
Like old bathwater, Darren.
Curl.
Nice peel there, Team Ontario too. They know what the problem rocks are, and they're going to get busy on getting rid of them.
Noah credits his father for being one of the most influential people in his curling career. Got him started in curling, kept pushing him as well to be better, and always believed in him. But he also mentions another curler that's becoming much more of a household name now, Amos Mozaner of Team Italy, because he wants, Noah hopes to be able to sweep like him one day, which I think every sweeper would aspire to.
Yeah, undoubtedly.
6 foot something, 6 maybe, more wingspan. It's pretty impressive to watch that Italian team sweep.
And what a caliber team they've become. They put the work in, and they are just unbelievably skilled.
I know, but for guard one, same sweep? Yeah. So I'll just give that a little extra.
Yep. You got it, buddy.
Drew Zettler with a freeze attempt here. He wanted to give a shout out to Riley Lake, a coach and teammate, for being an influential person in his curling career. Great weights. Just lost the line there.
Yeah, I think they wanted to throw a little bit more weight at that. I think Owen Nichols got crossed up, thought it was more weight than what it was, and by the time the rock found the curl, it was already too late. A little bit of a hot potato end as far as opportunities go. Maybe nerves starting to come into play.
Now he is right-handed, but we talked earlier about some great left-handed Alberta curlers, and Lucas has always looked up to Mark Kennedy, he said, as well as Ben Hebert and Derek Samagalski. Those are at least 2 athletes we'll see at the Montana's Brier coming up. With a great shot there. A little bit of a bump, but going to see at least Ben and Mark on Team Botcher at the Brier coming up, and Derek Samagalski is off to a pretty good start in Manitoba, and there's no bigger fan of Kevin Cooey this weekend than Derek Samagalski and his team, because they're hoping that if they don't win Manitoba, if Kevin Cooey can win Alberta, that Reed Carruthers will be the Manitoba rep through the, well, it's not really the wild card, the CTRS point team.
Yeah, that Manitoba provincial playdown, you got to play everybody, their uncle, and their goldfish to win that thing.
It is a marathon. Dylan's rock will get by the guard. Just a little underthrown on that one as well, Andrew.
Yeah, hard to hate where it stopped, but it's just not as productive as making the called shot in this situation. Force situation is present. Alberta's definitely still looming to steal here, but nothing impeding the path out of the button for that Alberta stone at present.
Line's good. Line's good. Wait on me. Run. Line's good. Run.
We have had a ton of rocks in play for these first 4 ends, and this end is no exception.
I love it.
It's great.
These kids have no fear.
It is not like my junior days. Up and down hits until about the 6th end.
Yeah, and then somebody has to go, you know drawing?
And then you get the junior deuce, was it called?
Yeah, junior deuce. Split the house, and if you got a flash, you got 3.
The junior deuce now is an in-off, skinny it in, get to the 8-foot.
Behind double corner guards.
Yeah.
Are we old?
I played with the 3-rock free guard zone, so
I played with
old,
the
but not. Oh, what do we have here? Wow. All right. Dylan Stockton bringing the weight, and a little acknowledgement to his fans in the crowd as well.
That's a pistol. A double peel, absolutely the call, but to get that rock off the button, man, oh man, if that ain't the extra gravy on your turkey, nothing is.
His curling hero, after that shot, not surprising, Mark Nichols.
Yeah, you want to talk about one of the all-time greats. You can't leave Mark Nichols out of that conversation.
It was a shot similar to that, I believe, that helped them win the Olympic gold in Turin back in 06.
Still
Double
find
run
it.
back.
Yeah, you can still find it on YouTube. If you're having a bad day, throw that one on. It'll give you chills.
But a chance here for Peter to remove both Ontario stones. Trying to hit it on the outside now. And he'll get rid of 3 Ontario stones. What a shot for the skip from the Crestwood Curling Center in Edmonton. Wow.
Humongous shot. That is a big league play there.
Are we watching the U18s? This is just crazy.
I thought we were in Regina, Darren. I don't know what's going on anymore. What a shot.
Wow.
It was there, and he made no mistake. Stays on the high side, lose them all. Yeah, rooms in the air.
The future is bright, that's for sure. Wow.
It's blinding at this point, Darren.
So now you're Ontario, and you're just trying to get out of this end with, if you make the double ender, you could actually maybe get a double and roll behind the corner, though you really don't want to stuff this.
Yeah, if we were playing on the strategy board, double and roll behind the corner most certainly would be the ideal result. You'd have plenty of room for Team Alberta to chase that Ontario stone. But man, this end is just, it has door hinges the way it's swinging.
A hush falls over the RA Center. All the other games in their 4th end break. Ours is coming up. He will make the double and sit right there.
Quality double. The Ontario stone is going to be fully exposed.
Control. Yeah. Roll behind the guard. Coach is good. Control.
See if that adrenaline is still pumping here for Peter Lushak. This one's going to be easy compared to what he was staring at on his first, so he's probably feeling very good.
Make him look at something.
Peter Lushak, very different shot here than his first. Mason Woods trying to make this one curl.
He's leaning on it.
Wants to stick. Might get some help off his own, and pretty good result.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Sticking the shooter paramount there to force Ontario in this situation, make them draw against 2. Great result there, and what a sweep. Looks like Noah almost lost his footing a couple times. He had every pound on that broom.
Well, like a good fully, but a good fully.
And he is catching his breath now. I know that pose very well. Great sweep, pal.
Final stone, 4th end.
In a 2-2 tie right now. Facing 2, Ontario 2 looking for a single, needing a piece of the 8-foot. Good chunk of the 8-foot.
Back forward. Don't kill it. Back forward.
No, it looks
Sweepers
hot.
don't like to touch this.
14-7.
This is a little hot right now. Might find something to slow down in the slide path. By that time, I think it did. Right on the button, though, no mistake about it. Owen Nichols and his Ontario team get out to a 3-2 lead at the half. We are in a very exciting round of 12 game. Stay with us. We'll be back for the second half at the RA Center.
Don't forget your brooms.
You got it.
Come on up. Stay with it, Quilts. What do you got? You got 1, you got 2, you got...
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
Does this look familiar? Your fans deserve an incredible arena experience. It's time for an upgrade. Stunning graphics. Revenue opportunities are just the beginning with our in-venue display systems and scoring technology. Let us help you find the best solution for your facility. EDG, always delivering the best fan experience.
The Men of Curling calendar is back for 2024. 18 curling athletes from 4 different nations are raising money for various charities. Support them by purchasing yours today at curlingcares.com.
The sports landscape continues to change, and teams and facilities are under more pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. They need the right team to deliver their product. Look no further than IKS Live. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience across all platforms.
This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family. This is what I've been training for. And all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for subscribing. Curling Canada Plus. We have a beauty of a game in progress here. We're 4 ends in, and it's a 3-2 Ontario 2 lead. Alberta and Peter Lushak having hammer here in the 5th end, Andrew, and it has been a real momentum shift. Every rock seems to be, when they get to skip stones, shifting back and forth between some really great shot making to start.
Yeah, both these teams have been sharper than a Johnny Unitas haircut so far, and it's really pleasing the fans in the stands and certainly pleasing for us in the booth to call a beauty like this one.
Talked about the other round of 12 games that are happening right now across the RA Center. We have Ontario 1 up now 6-0 on Manitoba 1. Next door, it's Team Nova Scotia locked at 5 with Northern Ontario 2. And that one also in the 5th end. And then we have our other round of 12 game happening over at the Ottawa Hunt and Golf Club, and it's a 3-2 Saskatchewan 2 lead on Quebec 1. And then next door here on the left of your screen right now is a seeding game, which is Newfoundland. They're taking on New Brunswick, and that game right now is 4-3 Newfoundland and Labrador 1 lead, New Brunswick 2. Excuse me, Newfoundland and Labrador 2. Each province, or most of the provinces, have 2 representatives here. A big field, 42 teams across the men's and women's pools.
Yeah, not short on representation. Of course, certain provinces earn the right to have a second team attend this national championship by way of ranking. That's the purpose of having the teams continue to play. Even though you may be eliminated from podium contention, you can still play down and sharpen your skills, and you'll seed your province or territory, and that will allow or in some cases omit you from sending a second team.
Parker, grade 10 student. He credits his coach Reg as one of the most influential people in his curling career. Nice double there by the Alberta lead.
You know Reg is happy with that one.
He wanted to mention that Reg has been coaching him since he was 13, so they've been to 4 of those provincials together. They had a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 4th place finish, so finally winning this year was a huge achievement, and this is both Parker and Reg's first national curling championship, so a cool story there for the young Alberta lead and the veteran Alberta coach.
Yeah, you never forget your first one either, so a sneaky feeling there'll be many more in their future.
Alberta fans tuning in right now, you'll be able to catch your women's Alberta 2 team later this evening. That's coming up tonight against Northern Ontario. That's a women's round of 12 at 8:30 Eastern, so that's 6:30 Mountain. I'm sure it will be just as exciting with as much granite in play.
Seems like every team out here is happy to play with
rocks.
Yeah, piles of rocks in play.
16 hard.
Fair to say the days of the old Pat Ryan Express are done.
Great Netflix documentary on that. That was one of the cool pandemic things to watch, actually. Did you get a chance to watch that, Netflix?
No, actually. But it's probably because I don't have Netflix. But
and I believe it was called Losers.
Oh,
yeah. And it was about people who hadn't won. It was really fascinating, and I learned a lot. I was a bit skeptical of what I'd learned in a Netflix documentary about curling. Oh, just misses that one, Drew did.
Yeah, second one as well.
Yeah, all for more curling content.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Alberta here with last rock. We'll try and split the house.
Here's your junior deuce you were talking about there.
I was just thinking that.
I guess we have to change it to a U21 deuce or a U18 deuce. Junior now only used at the world level. Canada firmly in the under 18 or under 21 categories. need this to stop.
And it will. That'll do. Noah wanted to give a shout out, by the way, to his granny who's watching and supporting him back home. So hello to Noah's granny.
Hi, Grandma.
He gave less too.
Hopefully staying warm in Alberta.
Oof, yeah, it's been cold there lately.
Dylan Stockton with the peel attempt. This one will make contact.
Loud one, too. Everybody on the sheet has the ability to throw the soft touch shots, the big weight up throws.
If you go here, that's really good. Sounds good. Yeah, T-line.
So as we get set to watch Lucas here, we talked about him winning the gold medal last year with Alberta. Interestingly enough, it was 1 year ago tonight that Lucas was on the team for Zach Davies, and they were playing Ontario, which then was the lead player was Owen Nichols. So 1 year, 1 year later, they meet again, and it was Alberta that got the best of Owen's team. Owen throwing lead there. Alberta winning that one 9-4. Grudge match tonight.
Next thing you know, we'll be analyzing the lunar cycles and see if there's some hocus pocus at play here.
It is neat. I was wondering how many were returning athletes from previous years. There aren't too many in the field, but it is when you get to U21, you start to see a few more that are obviously returning. Just got a look there of Noah Mason Wood watching IKS cameraman over his shoulder, seeing what the view is.
It's clever.
And that'll get out.
Ooh, yeah, just barely. Definitely needed that rock to spin out, but great result there for Ontario, too. You see it all the time, too, at the Brier and the Scotties or any of the PointsBet Invitational. The players looking up at the big screen, looking at what their houses are looking like. Hard not to. That overhead camera is so valuable.
They can't see your telestrating, though, so.
Oh, thank goodness. I mean, I'm wrong 98% of the time anyway, so.
I was impressed by your pocket draw there that you had.
Well, you got to get good at something, right? And if drawing circles is the measure of success, I think I can handle that one.
Just 10.
So now a chance for Ontario to hit and stick here. Deuce looks like it's slipping away from Alberta for at least this end, but could still get a blank.
Yeah, blank really good here in the fifth, too, if you're Team Alberta. You're down one, but not a big deal. Still plenty of curling left. And you blank this end, you take your deuce and six, well, all of a sudden you're cruising.
Just 10. Close. Clean. Clean. Whoa, whoa. Clean. 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 Good. Good.
Right on the nose.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Control. Nose is fine.
I'm sure Ontario, in a perfect world, would have loved to have rolled to the center line a little bit more, but
control.
Mission critical is a success.
Nose is fine too. Yeah, nose is good. Likely it'll be a shot with blank either way. So.
We'll try to go for the long one, but
yeah. I mean, make sure it sticks.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, you got it, Peter.
Yeah.
Let's make it.
Peter Lushak with his first stone of the fifth end. Not wasting any time. Owen Nichols already at this end, ready to throw the blank attempt.
Yeah, may as well bank a couple seconds if you can.
Coach interactions, as we mentioned, don't stop the time. Each team has 34 minutes of thinking time. Hasn't really been a factor for many of these teams this week.
Yeah, they're so well coached, and the pace of play has been so well indoctrinated that there really aren't too many issues as far as time clock is concerned.
I'm a little ahead of myself. There's still one more to come here.
That's an easy blank here for Alberta. So. Pick a line, pick what you want to see, pick a weight.
Simon, focus on the game, buddy.
I'm focused on it. They got 12 minutes.
Don't worry about that. I was thinking 12. Don't worry about that clock's not going to matter.
Interesting discussion there. We're just talking about time. It was Peter and Noah talking about how much time they had left. It was 12 minutes, I think, for the Ontario team. But it's always good to have one player, usually a front-end player, managing the clock or keeping an eye on the clock to communicate that. But so this will be a throw through and an easy one for Peter, and they'll continue to trail by 1 point, but retain the hammer as we head to the 6th end here at the U18 Championships live from the RA Center. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
The Men of Curling calendar is more than a date provider. Each edition is packed with beautiful images and tons of curling information too. Support curlers and charity by buying yours today at curlingcares.com.
Already in the 6th end here in a 3-2 Ontario 2 lead on Alberta. Darren McEwen with Andrew Denny at the RA Center. Both these teams looking to advance into the quarterfinals, but only, of course, one can get through. Winner of this game will take on New Brunswick 1. That will happen tomorrow morning at 8:30 Eastern.
Long road ahead for both these teams if they have gold medal aspirations, but someone's got to win it. Why not you?
Line's okay, airtight.
By the caliber of shots we've seen so far, it's both these teams will be great representatives in the quarterfinals for their respective provinces.
Yeah, just a ton of skill on display here, not only in the physical execution of the game, but in the understanding of the game. Strategy has been locked in. The boys know the angles. It's really excellent stuff. Surprised it's not a higher scoring game considering how offensively minded both these teams have been.
Yeah. We do have a couple games with a few more numbers on the board. Manitoba 1, Ryland Campbell and his Altona Curling Club team on the board now. 6-1 they trail Ontario 1. And then next door it's Team Winters of Northern Ontario 2. They're up 6-5 on Nova Scotia's Team Atherton.
Keep going, keep going.
Noah trying to carve that. Gets it behind the corner guard, but behind the tee line as well.
Not so bad back there. Buried is the key, and it sure is buried.
Three on top. Maybe 4. Whoa. We can't touch it.
Yeah, this cannot be in the house.
Let it sit.
That works.
Okay.
A little bite. Cannot is the wrong word. It should not be in the house. It physically can be in the house as it is.
Part-time ice maker technician will not quite touch shot rock, but we'll make a little hit and roll on the top one.
Close there, and you would have loved to have made that double right away if you're Team Alberta, but not the end of the world. You'll have another crack at it for sure.
Curl. Okay. Do you ever like a draw? Yeah, I like a draw, actually. Control!
On this one early. Change of call now, trying to go the other way with the roll. That red biter at the back is no longer biting.
See you later. Front end was talking about playing a draw potentially on that shot in the pre-shot preamble, I suppose we'll call it. And it's fine. You could have played the draw there. It amplifies the pressure a little bit. The reward is definitely 3. You just have to play a perfect end afterwards.
Grade 12 student Dylan Stockton, from what he says, he's from the most southern town in Canada. Didn't specify. There's a little bit of a debate.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what it is?
Leamington?
Close. Well, it's between Essex or Kingsville. I think he's referring to Kingsville. There's a debate online between which one it is. He also mentions he works for the Pelee Island Transportation Company, so I'm guessing it's Kingsville, but could also live on Pelee Island. Some people do, but...
Yeah, Point Pelee, a really nice place to visit if you get the opportunity.
Curled a few times in Kingsville myself back in junior days. Didn't score a lot of junior deuces there, though.
It happens. Don't knock yourself, Darren. You're still a good curler.
Thank you, but it wasn't last night. Bit of an open end here after all the granite we had in play for those first 5.
Good control.
Yeah, that's just a byproduct of Ontario bleeding that first guard into the house. Just shortens up everything.
Trying to get the doubled on the high side now. Just fortunate to make contact on that one, though.
A couple of squirrely throws so far from both teams on these hits, so I'm not surprised that the precision on this is starting to falter a little bit, just because a little bit of some in-out releases, some little bit of dumping here and there. It happens. You're never going to slide perfect anyway, so.
See Noah trying to, as they call it, knife the rock, make it curl.
It's legal now.
And right behind that rock, and it is almost buried. I would say you can see, there's a good shot of it. You can see about, well over half of it. But Can't be too cute if you're Ontario because you don't have hammer.
Yeah, catching it thin is the tolerance naturally. You do have to remove at least one of these from play.
It's like
Enough to attack the top stone. The real question is the angle going to be favorable for this double? Looks close. No picnic.
Not really, but not really, but yes.
I think it was Owen saying peeling the guard was fine, but then quickly corrected himself saying not really.
Yeah.
I see a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, there you go.
I could probably throw 10.
It is a fairly high guard. It's a 2.
Yep.
10 is what they called for the weight. It's a piece of it.
Does he have
any?
it?
But he does.
Oh, good.
Did make a move, I'd say, halfway down because that was looking like it may not make contact. See Cole there sweeping it towards the shot rock.
What do you guys think for time? Top 8.
What was Lucas's?
I forget. Something like that.
Yeah, 15-5.
It is a shame only one of these teams is going to make it on to the quarterfinals because so far they've been quite solid.
Yeah. Okay, 15-5. So here's Johnny Buttons.
Same lead's yours. 7.
Line's good.
7-8.
Little tight. Line's good. Can't be out here. Line's good. Let it stop. Go to 6.
Just saw his vice throw this shot. It's coming down though. If he freezes it right on it, it's not too bad. It's better than maybe being a wide open, but it is left the door open a little bit for Ontario.
Yeah, it's good enough that they can't blast it. So you do have to be precise on this shot, and if you wick off a smidge, it's a 3-ball for Alberta. So definitely a tricky shot, but it is a draw shot at the end of the day.
What you've been throwing, I think is a good assessment. Just don't kill
Friend of the
it.
broadcast, Brian Chick, chiming in saying Peely Island has a 300 year-round residents, but 1,500 seasonal residents.
And no curling club, but
that's our tourism expert, Brian Chick.
Yeah,
we love Brian. Shout outs to Brian. Actually, Brian and I did this event last year together, and we had a riot.
In Timmins?
It was Timmins.
So opposite end of the province, almost the opposite end of the country. From Peely Island Transportation Company, where Dylan Stockton ferries folks back and forth, I'm sure, from the island to the point. Owen Nichols, though, with one of the biggest shots he needs to make this game. It's awfully close for weight. Doesn't want to bounce, though, Andrew.
Can't bounce.
Oh, he gets a corner of it, a piece of it's locked on, but it's there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not going to be good enough to stop Alberta from scoring 3 here. And you're licking your chops if you're the team in gold and blue right now. What an opportunity that they've manifested in this end.
Even if you hit nose, you're probably going to get 2. Might lose the back one. But, yeah, tough one for Owen Nichols. He's had a great game. But that was a difficult shot under a lot of pressure here. But speaking of pressure, Peter Lushak has a chance to open this game up a little bit. 6th end. Down by 1 with a quiet weight shot for 3. The Crestwood Curling Center foursome trying to make this curl. He's awfully close. Now they're calling straight, but they don't hear him. He's got it.
Yeah, it's allowed.
He's got it. Great shot for the team from Alberta. And he'll take a 5-3 lead as we head to the 7th end. This one is Still very exciting and still lots on the line. Stay with us. We'll be right back from Ottawa.
You make moments like these possible.
The Men of Curling calendar is back for 2024. 18 curling athletes from 4 different nations are raising money for various charities. Support them by purchasing yours today at curlingcares.com.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
A very nice pressure hit there by Peter Lushak to score 3 points in the 6th end, Andrew, and Alberta is up on 5-3 as we start the 7th end in this round of 12 game.
Yeah, really well executed end from Team Alberta, and you knew right away as soon as Ontario made that freeze call, it was going to have to be pretty much perfect. Alberta placing that stone in a spot where they couldn't throw any weight at it to lose both the stones or even really one stone and stick the shooter. So they elected to play the high-risk call, and it just didn't curl up enough. But that is a big development there for Team Alberta, and that's going to make their fans extremely happy.
And speaking of fans, a lot of Ontario fans will be happy to see that we have our first final over on Sheet A and our 5th team to make it into the quarterfinals. It's Ontario 1, Team McTavish. They picked up a commanding 10-1 victory over Manitoba. They'll go on to play Dylan Dirksen of the Martinsville Curling Club in Saskatchewan in the quarterfinals. That's tomorrow morning at 8:30 Eastern. Winner of this game, though, goes on to the quarterfinals to play New Brunswick 1 tomorrow morning at that same time.
It's an early start. We'll see who's sharpest.
Yeah. Yeah, and you have that the teams waiting for you that maybe have a little time off, depending on what their finishing round-robin schedule looked like. But both these teams look sharp, so whoever comes out on top at the end of this one will be in a good position to challenge New Brunswick.
Yeah, no doubt right now it's advantage Alberta. They've been making piles of shots, and they've got the 2-point lead as of right now. And if they can force Ontario to a single in this end, well, oof, they're going to be a tough team to beat in the 8th.
No team on the men's side and all the 21 teams went undefeated. They've all been handed at least one loss in this event. So you talk about the parity, it's real.
I'm glad I'm not out there playing against these kids. They'd probably eat my lunch and give me a wedgie.
Just a freeze. Yeah. Tapping is okay. Low light's not bad.
Great sweep to get that by that center guard.
Goodness me, how good is that sweep?
Did it touch it?
Don't believe so.
Wow.
pair of stallions on that.
Yes.
All right.
I think so.
Oh, it just
it
didn't even move it. You can see it had grabbed a bit more rotation, so that actually straightened it out a bit. So great result, good sweep.
Might have to go to the optometrist office there when this event is done.
Ontario trying to draw around the corner guard here. Let's see both Stockton and O'Connor both going to the same side to make that curl, and some great sweeping efforts here on display in the 7th end from these two young teams.
Yeah, starting to see the tandem sweeper switching to the same side. Becoming a little bit more prevalent.
That reminds me of our junior days.
Yeah,
we just did it and didn't know any better.
We were also swinging around 10-inch brownies, so they weighed more than we did.
Peel in the corner. And we'll roll over to the middle as well. So a lot of granite up the middle in this 7th end.
Ontario's going to guard third shot, it looks like here.
I got you.
Don't hate that. It's more of a burner shot at this point. You can buy some time. You need 2 if you're Team Ontario 2 right now. 1 is not probably enough the way that this Alberta team is playing. They are sharp.
Covers the Ontario stone nicely.
Yep, real good. It's going to make that long run back challenging. They didn't miss it by much on their first attempt, so.
Nova Scotia has picked up 2 points in their game next door. They're up 7-6, playing 7 right now on Northern Ontario 2. And what a peel that is.
Pistol.
Oh, now I think we might get a replay here. Watch the overhead here.
Oh, okay.
Peter, was it going to jam?
Yeah, I think it was going to
jam. Yeah.
Here we'll see.
Okay, yeah, sorry, that's my bad. Yeah,
so
okay.
watch Peter didn't realize that was going to do that. Yeah, it did look like it was going to touch it. So
yeah, probably everything spills out. I think that's the correct house they've got established right now. So
great job by both skips to sort that out. That's a tricky one. Peter didn't realize that rock was going to make contact, but you saw in the replay, good job there by our folks in the truck showing that was going to peel it out, and it wasn't going to jam either. So
yeah, definitely not a dead nut jam, but a jam to spill away. Yeah, you know, all's well that ends well.
It's pretty great, though. Like we talked to somebody earlier this week about if you're thinking about putting your kids in sports and how curling, yes, we have umpires, but it's not, there's no judges. Almost everything is resolved out there by the athletes, and even at this young age, they can just come to the easy consensus that this is what was going to happen. So,
yep, certainly one of the stronger facets of our game. That sense of community and that sense of respect between opposition.
Talked to a few umpires over the years, and they say they never want to be part of the game. They're there to help. They're not there to necessarily decide or inject themselves into the game. And a big shout out to all the umpires. They're here this week helping these athletes. It's a big field, as we talked about.
Yeah, they work tirelessly too.
2 venues. Lots of volunteers as well, helping put on this fantastic championship here in Ottawa.
We're heavy. We're very heavy. Leave it. 9-10. 14-3.
14-3 would be pretty heavy. Now, are we seeing the ice slow down at all?
It's out there a good ways, too, and frost might be creeping in on those edge portions.
14-3.
Yeah, that stopped sooner than I thought the time would indicate.
Yeah.
But
Like football. So.
it's not a bad result there for Team Alberta. It's better than through, that's for sure.
Back 4, back 8. Back 4. It's got some weight. Back 4.
This one's got some weight. A little further out as well.
Back 8, back 4. No.
It'll finish to be second shot.
Yeah, mission accomplished, kind of. It's still not ideal. Sure, your second shot, but it's not going to be terribly productive in the long run as far as scoring 2 points goes.
Draw, T-line. Yeah. For a little heavy refreezing, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Throw 15.
Okay.
Throw 15.
Well, I'm trying to think. What was my last ball? Like similar to that, right? The one I threw in the last end?
The draw, yeah. Yes, yeah, same weight.
Okay, let's do it.
Trying to hold Ontario to a single, maybe generate a steal here. Pretty good situation if Peter Lushak can get a rock into the 8-foot on this first stone.
Needs to curl. It looks like it's going to start to find it now.
Now they're calling for straight. He'll be shot rock and quite buried, actually. So
that's a great spot. Peter is on one today. He is cooking.
Yeah, he's made a lot of great draws. Quiet weight hit for 3 is obviously the turning point right now in the game, but also made some bigger hits as well. So I haven't had a coach interaction in a while. Let's listen to Sierra Sutherland, coach for Ontario.
Okay.
With edge 12 tonight.
Yeah, I think
even less than that.
You just can't be as positive, I think, if you play that. I don't mind that. I think if you can pick it out,
board and just kind of like
pick it. You're gonna lose your shooter, which is fine because you don't want to leave him something make him make the same shot.
Thing, and I don't know what I do.
Then you're drawing the other side.
Like if I can draw on the inside of it and then have the pick on my last.
Yeah.
That'd be fine.
Yeah. Either or, whatever you see the ice
for. I just think like if I pick it,
he makes the same thing.
He makes the same thing, maybe even better. Yeah. I think I'll have to run a yellow back to maybe get to.
Okay, I think if you straight draw, yeah. If you're a little
just you have
still,
to,
if you can
play it cute to the guard. You have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if we peel?
Peel what?
If you double peel the centers.
Like these two?
Yeah. What does he do?
Put another one in. Hit.
Okay. Whatever you're seeing. Sure. Okay. I like it then.
So a few options presented by Sierra, the skip of this team from the Rideau Curling Club. Sierra was mentioned earlier, an Ontario champion. She went to the 2020 Canadian Junior Championships, 5-5, just missing the tiebreakers there in BC at that event.
Always nice to have some wisdom on the bench when you've been there, you've thrown those rocks, you've felt your heart racing as you're in the hack.
She was just skipping her team at the Ontario Scotties, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, about that.
It's really got to curl. No. Yes. Both. Yes. Got to be here.
Needs the wheels. This is starting to grind in, Andrew.
Yeah, tough spot there for Team Ontario too, as they had to wait for it to curl, but the reality is they had to go for weight at the same time, so therein lies the dichotomy of managing their stones.
There's a lot of rocks around that 8-foot, though. You got to be careful. Make sure you're confident in who's third, fourth, fifth shot there.
Yeah, lots of Ontario rocks just starting to accumulate in the 8-foot, but I don't think any of them are really going to come into play here.
Northern Ontario on the sheet next to us managed to blank in the 7th end, so coming home they retain hammer. You see on the left side of your screen they're trailing 7-6 to Nova Scotia. Winner of that game goes on to play Jackson Hebert of Alberta in that quarterfinal. They've settled on draw here, Andrew, on the out-turn side.
Yeah, I like this call. You've got good stuff going on the right-hand side of the sheet. No need to try and change the angles at all or give Ontario something to work with. Play this counterclockwise draw, make it really good, and you can really turn the screws on this end.
In the hack, he said 15.
Looks a little spicy.
This is gliding. This is going to slip right to the back 12-foot.
Heavens. Well, well, well. Can you access that stone with anything more than back line? You need at least hacked. Even then, you just got to punch it out of the 8-foot to score it if you're Ontario. But ooh-wee, is that ever tricky?
You can't see any of that, eh? Huh? Can't see that? No.
Cole O'Connor's going to go to the hack to confirm. And it's a safe signal, meaning no,
yeah.
he can't see it.
It's buried. That is time capsule buried. Now, granted, there is a shot at it. It is just such a low percentage shot.
Is that the run?
I just don't know.
Well, if you throw a hack at this, you just got to get real cute on the line call, and if you touch it, even then, I don't know if you touch it, are you punching it far enough to score your points?
Playing just a straight hit.
So they're playing just the straight hit.
I know. I have to.
If you throw a missile at it and just breeze by everything, well, then you might get a couple. You get, it looks like 2 at minimum, maybe that third, probably just 2.
You heard him say it would be a highlight shot. We're right behind the hack. He says he can see a piece. I'd say it's a generous.
I love the optimism.
Yeah. But a key shot. He knows he needs to score here. So Owen Nichols on his last stone here, the 7th end. Control weight. Hit. Got to feather a few rocks. Drew Zettler trying to make it curl. It's close, Andrew. It's really close. Is he by the top red? He is! And he gets it out, and it's an incredible shot for 2 for Ontario. He said in the hack it would be a highlight shot, and it was.
Wow.
And they are fired up here. They're going to look for 3. I think it's just 2, but take your 2 and run. Wow.
I don't even have words, Darren. That is out of this world.
They're looking to see. Someone indicated 3. I'm pretty sure it's 2, but I've been wrong on a measure already tonight. So we'll go to a measure here. Sierra Sutherland getting the crowd fired up here. So we're going to find out in just a second. Look at this shot. He just gets by the top red, clips out the yellow, and just gets enough to get the yellow out, Andrew.
I can't believe it.
We couldn't see any of it. We could see more of the redstone behind the hack here.
Yeah, I mean, with ice that finishes this hard, you just have to believe it sometimes, right? And nothing is ever I got nothing, Darren. That was incredible. Yeah. Hell of a shot.
Wow. The Wednesday night open draw curling 2018 rock here up against Diane Burgess, swept away.
That sounds like some slam poetry spitting there, Darren.
Some good sponsorship exposure here for the RA Center. And
let it be. Second pass. They're taking a second pass. I thought it was red.
I think so. Which would just punctuate how great that shot was.
Gnarly. Nuts. Completely crazy. Out of this world type of shot making there from Owen Nichols.
So that's just, well, that's to about the 7 o'clock. on the dial for the yellow, excuse me. And this is going to go to the, oh my gosh, that's close. That is so close. Why not just keep the drama going here?
A tie on these stones would be just nuts.
We're going to have, I believe, head umpire Michelle come in to do the additional measure. This doesn't happen very often at any event, so it's exciting.
Yeah, so the rule here is if these rocks tie, they nullify each other.
So before they declare a tie, they always have a head umpire come in to do their own measure. So Michelle, I believe, will measure this one.
That's Michelle Gower. She's been doing this for a very long time.
Couldn't drum up a more exciting game than this.
I still can't believe he made that shot. I didn't think it existed.
Called and made, and then the hacky said it would be a highlight.
That's twice I've been wrong on thinking that, what was accessible actually is or isn't in this game alone in the third end. I thought that Peter Lushak's hit and roll down was going to be precarious at best, and this, I mean, I thought that stone was so buried there was nothing you could do about it.
So, just see if we can get a read on this here. It's actually the number 6, but I'm going to use the time analogy here. Well, Dylan's going to block us.
Just a titch past 6.5.
So the 6, so 7 o'clock if you're thinking of it as a clock. And I think it's red. It's red.
Second pass.
That's yellow. Jesus, that was too red.
Oh, there you go.
2 red. Sorry, 2 red. So either way you're going to take it if you're Ontario. It's a tie game on an unbelievable shot by the Ontario 2 skip. We'll be back after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
The Men of Curling calendar is back for 2024. 18 curling athletes from 4 different nations are raising money for various charities. Support them by purchasing yours today at curlingcares.com.
The sports landscape continues to change, and teams and facilities are under more pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. They need the right team to deliver their product. Look no further than IKS Live. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience across all platforms.
Because we haven't had everything tonight, we're going to have a center line measure with the square.
That's close.
But Andrew, we're still talking about that shot by Owen Nichols. We're barely into the season of champions for Curling Canada, and I know this isn't a season of champions event, but that was a season of champions caliber shot there by the Ontario skip. Let's look at it again.
Truly unbelievable. Squibs the guard, and look how razor thin he is by that red stone in the top of the 8-foot. Punches the yellow stone. I wasn't sure you could make it with that much weight. I thought you could throw hack at most.
All right, so there's the square. Is that what it's called, square?
I have no idea, Darren. This is a roller coaster ride. I haven't been this confused and nauseous since I drank the water out of the touch tank at the aquarium.
Drink the tank and start on 4. Okay? I don't want salt 4 still.
All right.
Are they on? No, they're off.
So it's not on the center line. So that means that if Parker does nudge this stone, it wouldn't be removed. If it were on the center line and Parker were to tick the stone off the center, it would be a foul and be removed.
The triangle has spoken.
Line's good.
We had the measuring device last end. Umpires are staying busy.
14-3. Bring it right back. Yep. Hard. Just you. Hard.
Quebec over at the Hunt has responded with a 2-ender, and they are trailing Saskatchewan to 5-4 in the other men's group of 12. Winner of that game will go on to play Simon Perry, the Newfoundland 1 team. That team defeated Peter Lushak's Alberta team earlier today to get a bye right to the quarterfinals. Cole there with a wobble. I will say, though, I'm super impressed by Cole's skills here. He's only been curling for, this is his 3rd season. Credits Russ Howard, local in his area, for helping him understand the game and study the game.
That's quite a mentor to have access to, so he's obviously making good use of that.
Puts this one on the center line. That one can't be ticked. So yeah, if you're Alberta now, Andrew, it's after that thrilling 7th end, you kind of probably thought you were stealing. You mentally reset. You almost gave up 3.
Yeah, fitting that this game is going to be tied going into our final end. Alberta does have hammer. They only need 1, and they've been playing well enough to secure it. We'll see where they lie here when it's all said and done. I'm not banking on anything.
Nope.
This game is wild.
Oh, shit.
And that's going to slide behind the tee.
It's language befitting the result. We usually save that for our night broadcast. Pretty much the worst possible spot you could put that rock.
Whoa.
This is the Sam, the shot after a miss. And Drew Zettler wants to capitalize.
Yeah, that's where good teams do the most damage.
Like top 12.
Okay, whoa.
Just lost the speed on this one.
Sit. Okay.
Not horrific, but yeah, with a juicy opportunity that Ontario just had, it's tough to see that result.
Extra breath there from Noah Mason Wood. Big peel attempt opportunity.
The reality is Alberta can win the game if they keep making these peels, no problem. So big one here.
And he'll get rid of that stone that was probably more of a problem for Alberta than it was a help.
Absolutely. They do spread some shrapnel up along the top, but at least there's no bumper backboard on the back of the button anymore.
Yeah, you heard the team say love that.
Yep, couldn't agree more.
Line's tight.
Top 4.
2.
Top 4.
Straight.
Whoa. Yeah. Hard.
This one's diving, though, towards the middle.
Okay.
Little rub, not a terrible spot to be. Ontario's stones are grouped up pretty good, however, so I think it's safe to say that Alberta is just going to be, yep, that's the shot.
This one's going to stick, but it should spill a bit. Peel. Right there.
Just a reminder, coming up later tonight, 8:30 Eastern time, we're going to have a women's round of 12. It's Abby Whitbread of Alberta 2 taking on Claire Dubinsky of Northern Ontario. Make contact with the one Ontario stone, but moving it over to the 8-foot. Sorry, 12-foot.
Yeah, slightly. It's better and worse for Alberta at that point. You're just sort of changing which turn is going to be accessible here at the end of this end. And Ontario does occupy most of the top of the house, and that's what's colloquially known as the control zone. It's a coaching favorite.
Heavy clean. Heavy clean. Yep.
This rock's taking a bit of a funny turn.
Whoa.
And a way over curl.
Let it stop. Whoa. Sit. Okay, good rock. Battle play.
Well, it kind of turned over itself halfway down. A little interesting. Still make some use out of it.
Three quarters.
And next door, we are headed to an extra end in the other men's round of 12. Northern Ontario picked up a single to tie it at 7-7, so they'll play one more over there. Nova Scotia. In our feature, it's a nice result there for the Alberta third.
Yeah, it's looking better and better every shot now for Team Alberta. That's exactly how they drew it up. You always want to leave your skipper a nice, easy one to score a single to bring home a win.
The hometown team here from the Rideau Curling Club looking for a bit of magic, trying to steal the win.
Yeah, they're going to need a miss or an excellent tap with a final stone if this house maintains its integrity. Two options here. You can attack that stone in the house, or you can peel the guard that was just thrown.
If I hit this one in, draw one better. What do you want?
Looks like we're gonna have a conference in the house.
I mean, you could do that, I guess. I don't like leaving them this guard, though. Okay, you like this? Just like on the laps, but it goes tapping. Yeah, okay. I'll just throw a little more weight. No, your weight was good. Okay. Same weight. You're like 6'6". Yeah, just off. You got it.
Just off, yeah. Okay, let's make it, eh?
Looks like Alberta's electing to throw the run back in this situation. I don't mind that. You may as well try it. Worst comes to worst, you make your peel. A nose jam would be the worst possible scenario, but even then, that guard is so long, it's hard to hide anything behind it.
Lucas Sawiak looking to do what no man in Canada has done, which is win back-to-back U18 gold medals. He needs to make his team advance to the quarters first, and with shots like that, it's pretty good. At least he gets one of them out in the or both of those Redstones out, I should say.
Yeah, really nice shot there. Leaves another guard there that Ontario is definitely going to use, but that's a markedly better house for Team Alberta.
This is where the experience, I'm sure, pays off. Nerves setting in. Decent crowd here again tonight. A lot of folks watching. This is Alberta 1's first televised game as well.
They're grabbing a little bit at the end, eh? Yeah.
Wearing the pressure, if you will, of being defending champions from Alberta as well.
It matters, Darren. It definitely matters.
This Ontario team calls themselves Team Out of Nowhere. As we talked about, they formed before the season, just at the beginning of the season. Found their way all the way here to the round of 12, and they've given Alberta a run for their money, but Owen needs to wick off this one. And
that's okay. Okay. All right, yeah. Peel.
Doesn't quite make it to the house, though.
Yeah. Didn't curl, maybe a pound heavy.
No.
It's not horrific. It's not going to matter much ultimately.
Noah, I believe it was Noah asking about the draw, and the back end very quickly called him off on that. Absolutely not. There is shrapnel, as you said, but
yeah. Honestly, Yeah, you could. If you make this double peel, it's genius. I'd be more inclined to peel the red one on just because, but it's a better rock that Ontario can hide behind, and that this guard here is kind of benign when it comes to Ontario's stealing opportunities. So.
And he'll open things up.
So now Ontario can bury in a much deeper spot. They could only really bury in about halfway in the 8-foot on that initial guard, and even then Alberta would have had access to it. The way this ice is finishing and the way it's been proven on this ice for multiple shots now, and we've got plenty of finish, Ontario now has an opportunity to actually bury in a better spot. So the steal is back on.
You should be great. Be ready to
This is really all you could have asked for if you're Ontario, too.
You know, wonderfully played game for the Ontario team. But they do need to make this one to have a chance at stealing. Owen Nichols with his final stone here in the 8th end tie game. Trying to keep medal hopes alive for the hometown team of the Rideau Curling Club.
Line's real tight.
This looks a little light too, Andrew. Well, they're dragging it pretty good, actually. Oh, they just chip off the guard. They will be shot, though. Actually, weight was pretty good.
Yeah, weight would have been spot on. Just the line just crept away on them like dust in the wind.
And for Peter Lushak, he does not need to keep his shooter here. And this is pretty much the same line he just played on the peel.
Yeah, you don't need to throw a ton of weight. You just got to make that red stone go away and you will move on. Easier said than done. Nothing a guarantee, but this one should be elementary for a skip of Lushak's caliber.
Final stone just needs to make it go away, and a chance for this team from the Crestwood Curling Center in Edmonton. They're off to the quarterfinals, and a well-played game by the Ontario team of the Rideau Curling Club. They'll drop down to the Consolation B event, where they'll continue playing. But stay with us. We'll be back at 8:30 Eastern Time for the Women's Northern Ontario versus Alberta 2. For Andrew Denny, I'm Darren McEwen. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you back here later this evening.
Championship.